professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, it's pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, man. So, the USA Today did an article on coaches and black coaches, quote unquote minority coaches, coaches of color, right? And how the Rooney Rule, is being used just to not hire people, and the blatant hypocrisy in it. And you know, what do y'all expect? They'll draft you, but they won't hire you. You need to do this to be an NFL head coach. Everything that they say you need to do or be for a black coach, they need to say if you're a black coach. If you're a black coach, you need to be this and be that. And you have to have this position, and you have to have this amount of experience, and you have to, coach this kind of player, coach the worst ones, coach the best ones. You got to go undefeated. You got to win 7 Super Bowls in a row. You got to have the number 1 offense and defense and special teams, and sell the most beers and be the beer man of the century at the stadium. While you're doing this, you have to be a hot dog vendor. I mean, we all know what it is. They'll draft you, they just won't hire you. We've seen plenty of black players become black coaches and go, you know what? Let me go do something else. Not because of the coaching is hard per se. It's because, the coaching fraternity has an issue with black players because they got white players that become coaches. And somehow they get fast-tracked. They get fast-tracked from being a player to a coach, to a coordinator. They did an internship, and bam, they were an NFL team. The other players like that, they don't get that. They wind up in college and high school. That's how that goes. The owners could pick who they want, right? But here's the thing. Pick who you want, but just, when people go, okay, you're not going to hire me because I'm black. I got it. Oh, that's not what we're doing. Yes, yeah, shut up, man. You just hired a valet driver that uncle was a coach 10 years ago. And he's got something in him that I believe in him. Over a guy who has 15 years of experience. He just can't get quite over the hump. Yeah, whatever. So, it's what it is, man. It's what coaches have to go through. Black coaches specifically have to go through. There comes a point where it's like it's easy, and when you get to the players, stop looking for the players' loyalty now. See, the players, people think the players are smarter. They're not smarter. It's just the behind the scenes stuff is public now. See, the players of the past, they didn't have the social media and the access, and the fans didn't have as much access as they do now. They didn't have as many ESPN and Sports Center and Fox shows and a whole network that has so much to do, that's involved around the league and the league's protocol. And you go, well, man, I remember that. It's too much film out. Not just on the game, but everything surrounding it. So what you're dealing with is a whole world of people watching, and the players themselves oh, okay, all right. This trickles down the same way you treat this is when I talked about the quarterback situation with Lamar Jackson. Black quarterbacks have a hard time getting paid. Black players got a hard time getting paid, a harder time getting paid. They're great, but we just can't do it. Yeah, okay. And people could say, okay, man, They can pay Kirk Cousins. They can pay Carson Wentz. Damn, they can pay Taysom Hill. Damn, like he earned it. He deserved it. He's played for years and years and years. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But the problem with this, with all of this stuff, is very, very simple. The rules, are for white people, and there are rules for black people. There are things that you have, markers that you have to hit if that you're black that you don't have to hit when you're white. It's no different in the NFL coaching world than it is in the corporate world. It's no different. And when people go, well, maybe, just maybe it's not like that. Now it's over a decade of it. You've seen, how Lovie Smith got fired with a winning record. Jim Caldwell got fired with a winning record. You get what I'm saying? Like Shannon Sharp said, Romeo Crennel got demoted for Vrabel to get promoted to get a job, and then got put back in the same job, and then, got an interim coach. It's like, okay, the Anthony Lynn situation, the Brian Flores situation. It's like, hey, man, we get it, man. It's not a big deal. Guys are, 32, 35 getting head coaching jobs, and guys are 70 years old can never get a head coaching job and have been coaching since they were in their 30s. It's like, oh, okay. But, hey, that's just the way it is. Same thing with the college coaches, by the way, because, they'll recruit you, but they won't hire you. But I take that back. They will hire you to recruit, but they won't have you be a prominent coach in the system. Oh, you can be the alma mater, the record setter, the person that calls people come to the school. Hey, you get on the coaching program and go on a recruiting trip. They'll send you all over the country. But they won't, but you ain't calling no plays. Interesting, isn't it? But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch you on the next one. Peace.